What's going on, guys? This is Riggs, and thank you so much for tuning in. We have a ton to get through in this video. A big, huge announcement that PUBG themselves just dropped. And no, this is not leaks from like a third-party source. This is actually from PUBG themselves. They first start out with a couple images. The images I'm talking about is of a brand new map. That is right, you guys. To me, it seems like it was just yesterday when we got Vikendi, which was the fourth map to come to PUBG. I want to say it was around December 2018, so if my math serves me correctly, that would mean it was over a year ago. I cannot believe we've been playing Vikendi for over a year. And just, well, today, from when I'm making this video, they released the brand, not only pictures, but they just dropped us with a video of the actual map itself, which I'm going to show you guys and just kind of, do like a viewer party, if you will, of the actual video. We'll just kind of talk about it as it plays. But they just dropped that, and the name of the map is Karakin. Kind of looks like Kraken. Karakin. That's what I when I see it, that's how I kind of pronounce it. I'll put the text up there on the screen for you. But what we'll do, before we get into everything, we're going to go ahead and check out the video, and we'll do that right now. All right, so here it is right there. Boom! Very, very nice. And this is it, you guys. That's the map right there. Just look at it. Look at it in all its glory. It kind of looks like a blend between like a mini Miramar with like a touch, just a touch of Sonic. Look at that. You can see the hills, the ridges. It's going to have like a Miramar feel to it, without a doubt. The first thing that screamed out to me was kind of like a urban, like a Middle Eastern style. But check this out. The biggest thing about this map that's coming, you guys, if you notice, there's a lot of like little Easter eggs in this video. And that is, here comes the red zone, or what they're going to be calling black zones are supposed to be coming. That's what they mentioned in one of their leaks. You can see the Desert Eagle right there, but check out the buildings. Notice that the broken wall broke some more. You're also going to see right here coming up, I like how they transition between third person and also first person perspectives, like that right there. I like that a lot. But you'll see right here that the walls of the buildings, look, they're shooting through the walls. Just right there, they're creating these holes as they're shooting them. Look at that. He just broke through that wall right there. And check it out, you guys. Bam! C4 just broke into the backside building. Just imagine all of the strategies, all the different ways people are going to be able to approach this. I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section if you're watching this for the first time. Let me and everybody else know what you think of this new map. Again, there's a little picture of the C4. Bam, it says PUBG Season 6 because it's advertised for console and PC. But like all trends we've seen, that will make its way over to the mobile platform. So what I'm here to ask you guys today is, what do you think of a fifth map? Now, supposedly, rumor has it that this new map, Karakin or Kraken, however you want to pronounce it, is going to be replacing Vikendi. So Vikendi, from what I've talked to people and from what I've noticed, is it's very polarizing. People either love Vikendi or they hate it. What I imagine is they've looked at the numbers of all the maps that are being played, day in and day out, and I imagine Vikendi would probably be the least played. That would be the only reason why they would get rid of it and why they would choose that map as opposed to something like Miramar or Sonic. So what do you think of Kraken replacing Vikendi? Do you think that's a good move? Do you think that's a bad move? Do you think there should actually be 5 maps in the rotation? Me personally, I think 5 maps is too many. I think it's way too many. I think as you rank up and as you're playing, wait times are already atrocious as it is, especially for first person. You add another map to the mix, just double or triple the wait times. That's one of them. One thing that they could do, instead of replacing Vikendi, because people do like that snow atmosphere, even though they've brought snow to Erangel in one of the game modes, but one thing that they could possibly do, again, let me know in the comment section if you've made it this far into the video, about like how they have the arcades, like on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can play this arcade. Tuesday, Thursday, and on the weekends, you can do these 2 arcade modes. What do you think of them doing like a rotation with the maps? Right now, there's 4 maps. What if they made it to where like Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, you can play Erangel, Miramar, Sonok, and Karakin, and then well, you guys get what I'm saying. Like basically a rotation, a map rotation. Is Vikindi actually going to get replaced? That remains to be seen. Supposedly, rumor has it it will in fact replace it. So again, I'm always curious to know what you guys think down in the comment section. Now, the other thing that we were going to get into is the size of this map. So we've talked about the black zones, even though there's nothing written anywhere that I could find of what actually a black zone is. But I imagine it has something to do with what we saw in the very beginning of that video. So we've seen the black, we know there's this black zone. We know that the walls and parts of the buildings, including entrances and actually shooting through walls, are going to be a thing on this map. Basically, destructible surrounding. Not sure if the trees are going to be that way, but it's definitely going to be very it's going to be very interesting how the strategy, all the different strategies that are going to have to be used. Yeah, so I want to know what you guys think of that. Now, this is the big one, and I kind of want to save this, you know, kind of towards the end, but it's the size of this map. The map Karakin is a 2x2. It's a 2x2 kilometer. I'm going to be putting a couple images up on the screen just to give you guys an idea of what a 2x2 is, because that can kind of just sound like a number. So we know the Erangel's 8x8, we know Miramar's 8x8, the Kindi 6x6, and we have Sonok, which is a 4x4. So this map being a 2x2, that is 1/4 the size of Sonok. That's basically having, I have the image that I'm going to go ahead and throw up on the screen for you guys. That is basically Camp Alpha, Hatin, Cow, and Boot Camp, that little area right there. And if you actually look at Erangel, again, I'll throw another image. This is a grid. So a 2x2 is basically any 4 squares on Erangel. So just pick any 4 squares. It'd basically be the Razak School and Pachinki area. That's the entire map. No, there's just so many things, so many ideas just running through my head. How is this going to work? Is it still going to be 100 players? Now, one thing I will say, when Sonok, when we first were getting leaks for Sonok and they said it was a 4x4 and it's the 1/4 the size of Erangel and this and that, everybody kind of panicked and, oh my god, how are there going to be 100 real players on this map? But as you can see, yeah, there's live action, but still, even with 100 people dropping down, and I don't mean in classics, I'm talking scrims and in custom rooms, even with 100 real players, there's still wiggle room, if you will. Yeah, anywhere you drop might have a team or 2 there. But I'm kind of curious, and that's with 100 real players. As we know, Classic has bots. So I'm kind of curious to think, what do you guys think? This map is going to be 1/4 the size of Sonok. Does that mean there's only going to be 50 players? Are there still going to be 100? It seems like with the information released, it just leaves even more questions than ever before. You know, I want to know what parts of the buildings, or if there's trees, and what other structures are going to be destructible, what exactly the black zone is. And also the look of the map. Like I said, it looks like it's going to have a Miramar style landscape, but it's going to have a play style like Sonok, as far as the more aggressiveness, the in-your-face, the close-quarter combat, but it'll be in a terrain like Miramar. And like we saw in the video, it looks to be like sort of like a, I don't know, what stood out to me was like a lot of like the stucco or clay, like, yeah, stucco buildings. It kind of screamed just kind of like Middle Eastern. You know, I don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think of that down in the comment section. But yeah, the fact it's a 2x2, you already saw the images I put up on the screen for you as far as size comparisons. Basically, look at Erangel and pick any 4 squares. That's what a 2x2 kilometer is. You know, an Erangel being an 8x8 that has an area of 16. You can just kind of just do the math from there. But yeah, it's in any 4 squares, you guys, on Erangel. That's your map. That is going to be Karakin. So again, let me know comments, questions, or concerns. Make sure you guys leave those down in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And until the next video, you guys, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.